I'm being indicted for you, the black population.
Is that message working with black voters? You might be surprised. Trump and Biden want you to listen up.
Say hello to oyster bunnies. Come on up, bunnies.
But some of their messaging,
Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat you.
needs a little help.
Come on up, bunnies.
They're saying black people really like Trump. There must be a mistake. Frankly, if we were 28%, I don't even think we have to do the election.
Okay, disclaimer here. This is not a fact-check Trump show. Trump's referring to a handful of national polls that show him topping 20% support among black voters. That's a big jump from 2020 when he reportedly got about half that much. This comes at the same time as a big churn in American politics. The Republicans have gone from being personified by these guys to those guys. And Democrats are appealing to a whole bunch of different groups that don't always have a lot in common. So of course, there are a ton of people in the middle who are saying, do I still belong here? And in the middle of all of this, the polls are showing that Democrats are losing ground with Black and Hispanic voters. So how's Trump pursuing black voters? Sometimes with a lot of discipline.
Our message to the black community in this election will be a very simple one. If you want strong borders, safe neighborhoods, rising wages, good jobs, great education, and the return of the American dream, then congratulations, you are a Republican.
And other times by trying to make an emotional connection that might come off a little cringe.
I want to tell you, a black worker is a great worker. Like citizens of all backgrounds, black Americans want to live in safety. You want to be able to go get a loaf of bread and not be shot. Do you know Cary Grant? He was this very handsome guy. I'm going to put it more in this. Sidney Poitier, I thought he was very handsome.
Why did you tell us that whole story?
Okay, so maybe he should workshop those lines a little bit. But Trump is talking about this everywhere he goes, so clearly he thinks winning over minority voters is a key part of his campaign. I mean, does he even sound that different here than he does everywhere else?
Biden gave you a 3-year inflation rate of almost 39%. Didn't matter if you made a little bit more money. After inflation, you were way, way behind. No one has suffered more than black Americans from the pro-crime agenda of white liberals. This is an invasion of the United States of America. And they're taking your jobs.
Translation, the economy, crime, the border. These are not niche issues for black voters or anyone for that matter. Trump is flaunting the fact that he is coming for these core Democratic constituencies. So how do you think Biden's going to respond? Well, he's got some talking points too.
Under Donald Trump, black and Latino unemployment skyrocketed. Under my administration, we have record low black and Latino unemployment. Our freedoms are literally on the ballot this November. Donald Trump sees a different America. An American story of resentment, revenge, and retribution.
Translation, there are two sides to every story. Are you going to trust the guy facing criminal charges who brags about overturning Roe v. Wade and who does that whole winky smiley nod thing to the January 6th Capitol rioters? Or are you going to stick with me just one more time?
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
But Trump does have one last message for any black voters who may be a little bit MAGA-curious.
Just remember, you owe crooked Joe Biden absolutely nothing. You take a look at Baltimore, you take a look at New York, you take a look at Chicago, you take a look at all of these places. They're slum areas, they're dangerous. Nothing has happened, and we're going to change it.
More succinctly, what do you got to lose?